What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm not gonna lie, I've tried making this video half a dozen times, including 4 of them today. And I really want to harp on that this video is for the people that have been supporters for many years, that have stuck by my side. And we're gonna talk about a few different things in this video. We're gonna talk about why I left. We're gonna talk about where I've been. We're gonna talk about where we're heading and what to expect next. So, I specifically didn't watch my last video because I really didn't want to re-emphasize the things that I talked about in that video without just speaking from the heart. So, I left probably about 5 months ago, truly. I know I made one video kind of in between there, but 5 or 6 months ago, I really took a step back from social media in general just because of a person that was in my life. And I really, for the first time in my life, kind of put a lot of work aside for another human being. And it taught me a lot that you can't put aside your happiness. Doing this is what makes me truly happy. And I know it's really hard to fathom for so many people why setting up lights and putting on a fake uniform, which we'll talk about in a moment, what kind of enjoyment you get out of that. And honestly, I get emails weekly from people that said they found aviation because of me, which, like I said, is extremely hard to fathom. But those things are what truly puts a smile on my face day to day, or people that I run into the airport, or that just, even passengers have been like, hey, I think I've watched your videos, I enjoy the aviation knowledge. Maybe someone that's not going into aviation, but just enjoys the daily aviation knowledge. So that's who I make these videos for. So this video is truly for those supporters over the years, and I just want to apologize why I've been so absent and I've been such a recluse, is because I put another human being first, which if you're not, if you're not fulfilled yourself, it's hard to put someone else in front of you. So over the last months, I've worked day in and day out on finding that fulfillment and finding that excitement, and realized that being in front of the camera and speaking to each one of you is what really does fulfill me on a day-to-day basis. So that's where I've kind of been over the time. I've been having so much fun. For the people that do transition from YouTube over to Instagram and follow me there, you've seen I've been traveling. I've been having so much fun. And it's been a blast. And I've found so much fulfillment over creating like Instagram reels and stuff like that. And I want to transition those into more long form content over here on the YouTube channel. So that's where we've been. The reason why we left is kind of hand in hand with that, with that person, but also it kind of comes down to my peer group at the airline that I work with. And although some people aren't going to appreciate the content that I make, and I 100% respect their opinion to a point, unless it comes out of just pure hatred, but I do definitely appreciate the constructive criticism that I do seek from peers, and I do actually outreach and seek this from peers. And I was kind of there was a little bit of commotion from a handful of people that didn't really enjoy the content that I was putting out there, that it kind of put a bad spotlight on airline pilots. And that's something I never want to do, because this job right here, being an airline pilot, is my job. That's my career. That's my profession, and it's my love. Although I do thoroughly enjoy sitting here in front of the camera and get so much fulfillment out of it, stepping foot on board an aircraft is what allowed me to be able to have this platform, and I'll never forget where that all stemmed from. And because of that, and because I do value and respect my peers' opinions, and they didn't like the spotlight that I was shining on the airline community, I really wanted to take a step back and think about where I wanted to go from there. So, some things that I've taken from the constructive criticism is, let's maybe differentiate being a professional airline pilot and keeping a lot of that off of social media. Although I have thoroughly enjoyed making those airline pilot vlogs where I take you guys along with trips and show you a little bit on board airplanes, and maybe show you some more behind the scenes of an individual flight, I definitely need to respect that and respect my company and respect the values that the company puts out there. And I want to keep that professionalism and that spotlight very clean, because airline pilots have had this prestigious outlook and this persona that the general population has perceived them. And I definitely don't want to tarnish that whatsoever. So respecting my peers' opinions is what I'm gonna roll with, and also my company's. Although my company is never, which is completely different from me, and my own opinions are my own opinions, and my companies are my companies. And they've never reached out in a bad spotlight, or actually at all whatsoever. But I've talked to some peers, and I want to just keep that reputation squeaky clean, because we do have a very serious career and profession, and I want to keep that professional persona. So I will definitely continue to wear this fake uniform, which I definitely get so much criticism. Why are you wearing 4 bars, Garrett? I'm wearing 4 bars because this is an old like CF flight instructing uniform, I believe. These are the only spare epaulets that aren't company oriented. And yes, they're 4 bars, but I'm not over here trying to act like a captain, because I'm certainly not. I'm a first officer on a 737, and I sure am happy to have that position. So that's why I put this uniform on, is because I don't want to represent my company in any of any content that I make. Not in a bad way whatsoever. I want to definitely continue to differentiate the two. That's where you've seen more of a cleaner transition to a lot more of this uniform, both on now moving forward on YouTube as well as Instagram. So that's where we've been, that's why we've left, and where we're heading to. We're kind of transitioning into, I want to continue this aviation content. If you've been following me on Instagram, I make a lot of general aviation, like general aviation content as well as general aviation knowledge. So I talk about depressurization of an airplane and what happens, or how we have oxygen up at altitude, or ETOPS, just general knowledge about aviation. I want to continue to speak about here on this YouTube channel. I definitely will continue vlogs. I want to take you guys more into a personal life because of what happened in the third and fourth quarter of last year. I would like to involve you guys more behind the scenes of what's going on in my life. So there's going to be a lot more personal vlogs. There's going to be so much general aviation A36 Bonanza videos. I can't wait. Right now, the airplane is being completely torn apart. It's actually already torn apart, and it's starting to slowly be put back together. We're gonna have a brand new Garmin panel. I'm so stoked about this. So tons of general aviation Bonanza videos coming very, very soon. I'm really excited about that. And yeah, that's where we've been, where we're heading. And I hope you guys are, appreciative of the path that we're going. I understand that I might lose some subscribers. I completely understand you're here for those airline pilot vlogs and such. And maybe we'll find a way to transition and incorporate those in without, going hand in hand with the company stuff. So I really understand if this isn't what you guys are looking for, and I respect if you guys could drop a comment if you're leaving. I just want to say thank you guys, and I want to be able to respond to those comments and appreciate and thank you guys over the years. And if you're new here for some reason and you're excited about this content moving forward, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe. I don't feel like it's actually appropriate even saying that in a video like this, but I guess that's kind of old natural YouTube way. So I love you guys. I'm happy to be back. It feels weird being in front of the camera again, making a YouTube video. But I look over at my 100,000 subscriber YouTube plaque every single day. It sits right next to my couch, and I've thought about this video for so many days. I know it's kind of a one-cut video. I didn't take any notes or really think about what I wanted to say, but I've been thinking about the return for so long. So I appreciate all the love and support over these years, and especially in these last few months. So I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.